3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's your girl, Madam Money, aka Trap, and welcome to the Salt in the Game Rising album review of Ja King the Divine's Paint Chips. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and let's get it. Now, I was first introduced to Ja King from off of KJ's Verbal Art album. That review is on the channel. Make sure you check it out. They got their own label going over there called Divine Records and stuff. So I was so impressed by what Ja King did on KJ's project that I went back and I started to dig into this artist a little bit. And it's crazy because he has a project that was out prior to this that is really, really strong as well. But let's get into this one. It's first track on here, Wesley Snipes Blade featuring KJ is on this track too. And I really like this because it's like, he has a lot of clips going on throughout this whole project of movies and people talking and things that inspires him. One of the standout bars from Ja King on here, Kim Trails in hell, homie been ill, and it's just that like just that awareness of things like that going on here. Next track on here, Pandora's Box, and I'm telling you, like, Ja King, he has this ability to give you that 90s vibe where the joke that's on Twitter where it's the girl just like, that's how he comes across. Even though he does other things on here, it's a lot of these times where he plays into that a lot, and it just lets you know that he's a student of the game, that he understands, the golden era, and it impacted him in some type of way, that he's able to pull that shit off. Because I found myself doing that while I was listening to this project. Next track on here is called Napoleon Hill, smooth ass beat, and it's weird because he's like talks about like dealing with COVID and being sick, and then like how he's on his deathbed, and then he has a full-on conversation with the Grim Reaper. Like they're going back and forth. Him and the Grim Reaper is just going back and forth on this track, and I really, really like that type of creativity. Somebody stepping out the box and just doing something like that. You feel me? Just giving us some diversity on this project. Next track on here, Liberty City Flying Rats, and just like I said, he gives you this. He has this texture about him that just he's just like really playing into an era that he loves, and you could tell he's just influenced by a whole bunch of different things on here, and I do appreciate that. Next track on here is Nina Lisa, and that's just a beat interlude, really, really dope as well. It's crazy because I would like to know some of the producers, who's the producers on here, whatever, who set these backdrops, because it's a lot going on. It's like a lot, like I said, from the clips and all of these things, that it's enough going on to keep you interested, and you're really finding out about Ja King in the process of this stuff too, because of some of the things that he uses. Next track on here, Lazarus, featuring Javi Darko, and once this track came on, it made me realize how spiritual, or like divine, that's his name, you feel me, Ja King really is on here. Now he's in touch with his spirituality, and it might not be religious based, but he knows what's going on, and he's figuring out these things for himself, and I appreciate that. Next track on here is Sahara Sarah, you feel me, and this is the Sweet Love Anita Baker sample, Sweet Love, and I thought that was really just like crazy, just to come out the blue with really, really dope stuff. Next track on here is called Knowledge Reigns Supreme, and this is a speech over a beat by Young Pharaoh, and it's crazy because that type of shit is so needed. I can't say no other way, because when you have somebody like Young Pharaoh, and he's consistently speaking from his heart. You understand? So when he's speaking about things, along the lines of, spirituality and his ancestors and all of these things and energy and how he reflects on the planet and the planet reflects on him. Yo, I like when the message is being spread like this, and I wish that, us, when we make projects like this, and we use master teachers, and we use some of the figures that we use and the speeches that inspire us and stuff like that, we have to start notating who this is, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people know Young Pharaoh, but a lot of people don't at the same time. And he's not just somebody for the youth. Young Pharaoh is somebody who is really, really for everybody. I know I said on the episode of Ash Trap. They asked me like if I could work with one artist, who would I work with? And since Young Pharaoh be spinning, I said, you know what, Young Pharaoh, I would like to work with him. I would like to lock in and produce a project with him. You feel me? Guiding him through a project because he has such strong messages and is so knowledgeable. If that type of music is made that way, it will come out better. Like everything will be better. And that's something that Ja King, like, he does on here too. So you feel me? You gotta put the message out. You gotta let everybody know where the message is from. Next track on here is called Cole Anthony. And it's like a storytelling track. And it sounds like real personal. He talk about, you know, playing basketball and he could have did this, he could have did that. I don't want to give too much away on there because I want y'all to listen to that. Just, you know, this is one of the tracks on here too to have a hook. You know, this is not a hook heavy project either. Next track on here, Dr. Duma Part 2. I gotta hear Part 1. This is featuring Authentis. And this is really, really just smooth. And the last track on here is Judgment Day, and it's a glorious ending. That's all name. Judgment Day, a glorious ending. And it's like just you know, it's just an instrumental going out of the project. I think this is really, really dope. You feel me? And I like what they're doing over there. Him and KJ, I like what they're doing over there. And you could tell they're just locking in, honing their skill, holding their craft, and trying to, you know what I mean, put something solid out there that is not the normal. Like when I say here, like, you know, in the underground, you have like this template of things that you can do and stuff like that. That's not what's going on here. And I'm telling you, like, it's not something that's all the way out the box, like, you know, quirky or any of this stuff. Is really, really strong stuff that is them. And you could tell that they really, really study the game. So I want y'all to listen to this project. Let me know how y'all feel about it. If you've heard it before, let me know what is the best beats on here. Let me know what is the best bars on here. But as always, I'm about to get out of here. I'm Madam Money. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Madam Money Says. That's MADAMMONEYSAYS. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys around. Peace.
Ready, steady, aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like Samantha, MacGyver. Alchemy on the track, make it lava. And I won't stop rocking till I retire. Singular or plural, she break numero uno. Colder than you know.